Welcome to Koala Gardens. Last chance to guess, is Eden a boy or a girl? We're going to find out at the end of the video. And this video is brought to you by my alpha producers, Jeff Anderson, Rich in Alaska, Lynn and Sean. And your name could be here if you want to become an alpha producer. Just check the links in the description below. There's loads of levels, something everyone can afford, and every new patron gets a shout out here on YouTube. And if you're coming to northern New South Wales, make sure you book for a walk on the wild side with Katrina and meet the koalas. Now, let's just set the scene of what I came along and found with Eden and Enya on this particular day. This is what we call back riding. Eden is on Enya's back, and I'm looking at these two tushies and thinking, oh, will we find out today? And look at how close it felt like we come to getting to see it right at the beginning of the video. Lean up, lean up, lean up, and oh, nope, not quite yet. This video was about a half an hour of filming, which I've condensed down. And when Eden started moving around at this point, I noticed that, yes, Eden has a fully engorged adult tick on the face just there. Very annoying, but won't hurt Eden at all, and the tick dropped off the next day. And I want to acknowledge the Widjabul people of the Bundjalung Nation, on whose land I'm so proud to live, work and play. You can see that Eden has spotted me, and I can assure you that Enya is very aware that I am sitting on the quad bike observing them in the tree here at the moment, and Enya is not the least bit concerned. Eden is a little bit more on alert and watching me at times, but Eden is learning that everything is okay. Just look at those two white tushies. This is a picture of health for koalas and exactly what we want to see. White bottoms. If you've watched koala video before, then you will remember that koalas tend to go down the trees in reverse. They don't make a beeping sound like a truck, that's for sure, but they do go in reverse. And you see how Enya has kind of stopped at that little upright, and it's like, yeah, this is a good place to stop and look. You can brace yourself a bit there on that stick, Eden. All of my video will always be free here on YouTube, so please help the algorithm support me by smashing like, leaving a comment, sharing, subscribing, and using the new YouTube hype to get my videos more visible to others. It's quite a lot of learning for a Joey at this age. Eden at the moment is going on for 10 months old, and while Eden is becoming quite independent, there's a lot to learn and a lot of muscles to develop. So Eden is spending part of the time keeping an eye on me and making sure that I am not an issue, while Enya is being completely calm and taking no notice of me, which is signalling to Eden that there is no threat. And so I'll just pull back a little bit with the zoom, and you can see that I'm round the other side of the tree, basically peeking around, and they are about 8 meters or so from the ground, so there's quite a distance between myself and Eden and Enya. And it's a fairly thick branch that they're on, and sometimes those smooth bark thicker branches are even a little bit harder for a Joey to get a handle on because they can be a little bit slippery. Look at how Eden's leg is kind of braced on that stick, helping hold on. But as I was filming, Eden does have a little bit of a slip. Don't worry, I would never show a koala falling. Whew, jumped straight back onto Mum's back for safety there. Yeah, when koalas are in trees, they have to actually be on alert all the time. If we observe closely, we can see that Enya is snoozing but alert because the ears move little bits at times, and she is still sitting with some alertness in her posture. And Eden is sitting still, but Eden is much more alert at the moment than Mum, because Eden is learning to make sense of all of the different stimuli that are coming in, the sounds, the smells, the movements, everything. We make eye contact for a few moments, and Eden is being relatively calm now. When Enya decides to have this little bit of a scratching session, it gets Eden deciding to move, and Eden wants to get around in front of Mum. And it's not as easy as it looks when Mum moves about in the trees. So Eden takes a couple of goes to do it, while Enya is more concerned about getting her scratching and grooming session done. Oh, it's so tough on mums, isn't it? The way those joeys just grab and climb around them. And like so many young, Eden is determined to do what is kind of become the focus, which is to move ahead and go exploring a bit. Every learning experience is dangerous in the bush, but koalas have to grow up to be really strong. Now, what we can see, if I just stop for a moment, there's that pouch of Enya's. So the pouch is quite small now, but because Eden still puts the head in partly to drink, the pouch is still stretched. Eden's a bit less concerned about me now that Eden has gotten in front of Mum, because there's actually things that are more important for Eden to be concentrating on, such as simply keeping on top of this branch. See how Eden backs into Mum's belly to get that little bit of support again, and maybe I should climb this thin little branch, and maybe that would be better than sitting on this big branch with Mum. And of course, like all mothers, Enya now takes a moment to do a bit of a grooming session on Eden, and Eden's like, oh Mum, I want to go, I want to explore, I want to do things, leave me alone. Back onto the big branch, because actually that little one's probably not the smartest of things, and submit to a bit more grooming by Mum before getting ready to try and take off and have an explore and find some yummy leaves to eat. Eden has to learn how to identify leaves without Mum necessarily showing every single leaf to the joey. So there's this process happening of slowly separating from Mum. There's a lot to develop. The arms have to develop, the use of the hands, the legs, the use of the feet to both stand and to grab, how to navigate and choose which paths to take through the trees. It's really a lot of learning in only a few short months between really becoming independent out of the pouch and being completely left on their own. And you've got to do it all way up there above the ground. But here we go. This is what we've really been waiting for, isn't it? Is finding out. Now, you've probably guessed already, but I've been tricked before, so I wanted to really get a good look underneath at that belly to be absolutely certain whether I could say that Eden is a girl or a boy. And it takes a lot of time and patience of me being out silently observing, but here we go. The moment is upon us. Sorry it's a little bit blurry as I zoom in, but freeze it. No doubt there's nothing dangling between those little legs. We have a girl. Were you right? Did you choose that Eden is a girl? I was hoping, and we were all hoping, because that means we've got two girls this year, two Joey girls, Celine and Eden, which is extremely exciting because Koala Gardens definitely needs loads more girls. So we have the answer, and you just made it to the end of yet another Koala Gardens video. So would you take a moment to make sure you did smash that like button and write in the comments below, Eden is definitely a girl. Thanks for watching. Another great way that you can support the work I'm doing is go check out my Redbubble store. You can get 60 different pieces of merchandise with amazing designs, and you might notice there's 2 new designs just went up this week, and there are more new designs being developed as quickly as I can come up with concepts and process photos.